not interested in a quick pacing out long, and already an elevator smoke does get deployed, which is going to obscure the cross and allow them up into the site pretty early on here. No nades to break that for the CTs.
Well, Zanzu already starting off nicely, gets himself opening couple of kills. Deep Cross Gaming with every chance of winning this round. They're going to go for the retake by looks of things, primarily through long. The spacing not too fantastic from them, and they will get picked apart as a result. Meanwhile, Devo Duvek just trying to hold onto the side himself. It's back now down to the 1v1. Jax has got that P250 in hand and makes short work of Wisely. So it's all down to Zanzu, who started this round very nicely. He pops his head back up, and he gets the shots through. Deep Cross Gaming, they're going to take round one.
Leaving Catwalk and that A side open, they're just going to rely on Daymake to be able to pick the cross. So it does seem like Mousquetaires going to start off the A plate. Slowly but surely, progression smoke being prepped.
Daymake's in a great spot to have an impact in this round. The drop down into CT could be his undoing, but Jack can't find that quick trade for Devo Duvek. Oh, okay, great shot onto Zanzu as the smoke is blown open. We're back to 4-on-4, and again, Mousquetaires have been given the sight.
Haven't been able to pick anyone on the cross. Wisely well aware that there may be a lurker in towards lower dark. Another flash up onto the line. Will set up Sixer in the pole position to pick them as they try to attempt this retake here.
Yeah, you can't be walking up on the left side of this smoke. Sixer though around the corner. He gets the better of Daymake. He was ready and prepared. Clyde down as well. That's the end of the round. Mousquetaires. Taki. How about he just keep his head down here? Oh, has he been spotted out or is he just getting spammed? I think he's getting spammed, and so Drak is going to try and take a fight to take a bit of the pressure off, but now Taki going to have to come into play. It's not going to happen. That's just a nice swing in. Deep Cross Gaming making great use of this Glock train.
In the gun rounds. Jax hearing the footsteps.
Wisely working on long himself. Drak's in all sorts of trouble, but at the very least gets himself one before he falls. Devo Duvek, a little bit of a messy spray. Actually unable to get what he would have really wanted out of that position. And Taki's kind of still worried about the fact that there's a possible T here on long. He's going to go hunting for that. Will go down.
Yeah, they have to convert this round, but Jax is making it difficult for them. You can see how broke Mousquetaires are. If they lose this round, they are going to get reset. Deep Cross Gaming effectively fighting for their lives in this 2-on-2 here on Dust.
Oh, Zanzu is on 4 HP, and at some point, one of these connections is going to go through, which leaves it all on the shoulders of Wisely. It is a plant for Plat, but the smoke up is going to cause some problems. Defuse on that bomb now. It's a full 10-second defuse, but it won't matter because
need to be smoke, keeping them very interested. There you go, push up Cat from Deep Cross.
Oh, good shot.
On the cross from Sixer.
He's going to get another crack at it as well. Gets the better of Wisely, and he's putting on a clinic right here. Sixer on for the ace. Pop flash over the top here. Sixer is going to survive somehow, and Devo Duvek is striking early. Taki taking a long time to get anything done. In fact, he'll not get it done. So he is run down. So a few missed shots there from Mousquetaires. That's going to punish them. Their pistol work has been quite poor today. Jax is going to come back on in with the dualies of his own and cause a little bit of a ruckus. But again, I mean, these pistols are not looking nearly as clean as any of the other rounds that Mousquetaires have shown us. To see if Sixer can right those wrongs. He's got a little bit of time to work with here, but he does have to find 2 Ts, and he'll be waiting for Wisely to peek him, which he does. There's one headshot. Looking for another one. Running out of bullets. 2 to go. 1 to go. Now it's a knife off. There's no shot.
Starting to run out of cash. These were the windows that Deep Cross weren't able to take advantage of over on Dust. Devo Duvek activated by the utility, creeping through on half wall. Beautiful double peek. Banana has been claimed by Deep Cross confidently.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward one now for Mousquetaires, as again, it's onto a solo hold here from Drak. Now they've got to make sure they clear out New Box. That is not going to happen. Zanzu does go down, and Drak gets himself another onto Calliope. That molly will force him out of position. The flash did connect as well, but somehow Drak gets back into safety. I don't even know. That is extremely illegal to allow that to happen. And he's going to close himself back in on that bomb site and look for some more. Waste of ammo down. Drak's having an absolute belter of a round here. He's still waiting for that rotate to come in from Sixer, which is...
Yeah, I think with the cutting of sound, you're seeing Sixer slow down a little bit and just post up on the line. He doesn't miss those. in towards second mid. I don't know if Waste of Ammo has actually spotted them in time. Jack's isolated on T stairs, though. So at least a man advantage to work with for the defense.
They're fully rotating over to A. They must have some kind of read. Okay, Zanzu is going to stay on B by the looks of it, but 4 players already creeping their way up. If these entries are hit cleanly, then it could still be problems for Deep Cross Gaming. Waste of Ammo exploited down in pit. Wisely trying to buy time on the site. He's going to have a little bit of success in that. Devo Duvek will go down. Sixer needs to reload. So does Wisely by the looks of things. And Taki says, thank you very much for the freebie. Rotates coming in. Clyde, he goes for the double. And he gets it. On the right side, they'll push their way up left side into Arch. Last library as well. It's just going to be a quick A-wrap flash through that smoke. Waste of ammo. Gets himself a 1-for-1. It's not enough. And it's all really here on Wisely to just try and survive in his position up in the apartments, because that will be potentially where this retake actually comes together.
Should be a quick flood from the CTs here, Jordan.
Taki, ready and waiting for it. Oh, he shuts it down before it even gets started. That's a little bit more like it for Mousquetaires. And this time, unfortunately for Wisely, it feels like there really is nothing to be done. Look at all the util headed in his direction. Grenades, smokes, flashes, Molotovs, everything you could possibly have. Over the top for Heaven. You would imagine that that is going to indicate that this will be an A take, but Nemesis are actually going to start to try to work their way into the ramp room, and Tabson kills 3 of them like it's nothing. He's just absolutely deleted them. So, I don't know if that's going to be any kind of analogy or metaphor maybe for how the rest of this series is going to go, but Tabson is already on a 4K, and he's actually kind of looking for the ace here as well. They will have heard where Winter is. He wants to get the pistol round ace. Tabson not quite going to get it. Winter will shut down that dream, but he's going to smoke Annex off actually as well. So this looks like it might be a bit of an outers wrap from some of those Nemesis players. JDC meanwhile though is disrupting that.
Trying to set up multiple players. Molly to keep the ramp players back. Flash on outside. Gets JDC. Another off angle from Tabson. Goes unchecked. Ooh. That's nice coverage from Zums over on that elbow position. And he's got himself another. Hold on.
I'm going to become a bit of a factor here for Nemesis if they lose a player quickly. Zums with that bomb. Oh, he gets himself another duel. Awkward as that glass breaks. Prostus couldn't see anything. He might have actually smoked... yeah, he hasn't smoked the bomb off, so... He's going to have to find a kill onto Zums, that is for sure. He'll hit the defuse there. And does get the shot in onto Winter, but Zums comes up with an absolutely insane round.
Don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, though. Team Nemesis, some good stuff in the first half, but now they have to hold all their positions individually. 2 of the heavy hitters, though. First contact on outside.
JDC's job to go having a little bit of a look on outer. He'll take this fight against Kuma and be very happy about it. There's actually fights happening all over the map that are pretty favorable for Big. So bomb plant's going to go down. Looks like T-side pistol is going to go the way of Big, following suit with their CT pistol win as well.
Dig up at this point in the round. It's well and truly in the dirt. Impression loses his head. Too much for him. Winter, an opportunity at an exit or 2. He's starting to slowly get surrounded. Delivers a nice couple of shots on the USP. Picks up the P250. Can hear one more player sending it at him. Tabson stomping around in the round.
Whoa. He's jumped at him.
Why not? Interesting plays from Big. He's hot on their heels. Big creeping through secret. Checked well by Freeze though. Big very much on top of the fact that there could be a fast flank after seeing his contact on outside.
30 seconds, Big to make their inroads. Starting to put a bit of pressure on. There's the jiggle peak. Winter loses the duel to Tabson, but there's members there to trade. Perhaps not enough. Sums low. It's difficult for him to have an impact here, particularly with that Molly tickling him to death, and that's it.
I'm hoping the best for him. He's locked in. Look how close he's leading into his monitor. There you go. Opening kill for Derek. That's a little bit more like it. In comes the utility. Nice little crossfire with Winter, who's tucked up on the side. Goes unchecked. Full white, but able to get away to long.
And they're going to really have to put in some work here, Big, if they want to get a bomb plant down, let alone a round win. It doesn't look like that is going to happen, so...
He's on the hunt. The bear is looking hungry, and he's going to get his mark. Dinner. Process able to trade one back though, and now there's a lot of pressure on Zums on this A site. Dancing around Truck. He's got some help from Derek though.
Yeah, there's a flash up in the sky as well. JDC going to be in a bit of a problem because of it, but J-Bone, shotgun AWP, gets up nice, close and personal. Will take down his counterpart. He wants to do it again. No scope. He's just practicing his no scopes. And that's gotten a little bit too much the better of him, but Impression has no idea where Process has gone. Has he spotted him? Yes, no, maybe? Yes, he has. Now he's given away that he knows, and everybody knows. Do you knows? Oh, Impression. Try and work their way into the site off the basis of that, but 4 players here to defend. That's a lot of USPs to hand out headshots, not to mention the dualies here as well. Tapson, well, I might as well call him Tapson, as he's going to try and do just that. On to Impression. We'll go down to Winter, who is pretty sharp with it at the moment.
Be a monstrous play from him to put this round together. Off angle from JDC goes unchecked though.
Very aggressive start to this round as well for Big. They push their way forward to Fountain and try to take that fight straight to Nemesis. J-Bone, pushed away by the molly, is going to leave JDC high and dry. So one of the key players for Big.
Appearing to party though.
He's going to hide. Zums has gone past him.
No. Oh, the trigger discipline. This is
jumped
such
over
a
him.
huge play.
Press 1, observer.
Freeze cam, please give me freeze cam. Yes.
Oh dear.
That's it.
Oh dear.
That's the
It's
game.
all over. Yeah, I can't believe it's ended like that. I mean, that's slightly better than the way it would have ended if Tapson got that ninja defuse.
You've got Cyclone F with those dualies sitting up over towards the flower pots. For Deep Cross Gaming, this hit needs to take out 2. Sanzu wants to get involved, but Cyclone can only find the 1. Clyde, waste of ammo, getting themselves involved early on into that kill feed. Will find themselves 1 apiece. Bomb does go down, a 3v4 situation. The retake has to get working at some point, you'd imagine. Fired up, looks to try and fire everything up. Smoke's going down. Actually, sorry, that's a decoy. Even I got baited out by that. It's I mean, a 3-man market retake has to come in. We've got to potentially see something. The Bolt is going to end up going down. Waste of ammo will get traded out at a minimum. It's 3v2. At what point do we see a save? And that's the point there. Crazy Gamer fired up. Decide it's not really worth it. As Sanzu does go hunting. Finds 1. Will it be a second? Yes, it will. And Deep Cross Gaming not only take the pistol, but they take all the armor that was invested.
Going to be playing over towards A. Wicked, though. They've deeply invested into this one. We've got a few players towards Connector. We've got Hattie God towards the stairs. We've got 1 player underneath the balcony as well. Deep Cross needs to be very vigilant in clearing out these corners. Sanzu will be able to find the first, though.
The Falter will end up falling as the waste of ammo finds 2. Cyclone Hattie respond with 2 of their own. A 2v2 situation on this A site now. Does a little bit of damage towards that M4 of Cyclone, but Daymake with that AWP has to hold his lines, has to be careful because he's about to get wrapped through CT, and he will. Wisely finds the first. Is there a second for Wisely? Yes, there is! As Deep Cross Gaming.
This is going to be a deadly blow. Clyde just going to go for the jump spot. Smoke flies out, waste of ammo, and Clyde on the crossfire here. It's already quick trades from Clyde.
Yeah, we'll just see everything start to fire up. As fired up, we'll at least get the first, a 3v3 situation. Of course, Wicked Gaming quite tagged up heavily as Daymake finds 1. It will be a trade at least coming through that mid lurk of Crazy Gamer. Wisely, what a shot to find Hattie God. And it all falls yet again to Crazy Gamer. If there's anything that this man could do, it could potentially be crazy as they've lined up for him, but Sanzu
Read into the play, but probably read a little bit too deep into it. All the way down towards bottom middle. Fired up now, looking for the fights towards Donut. We'll be able to find Sanzu. Wicked Gaming will be able to secure themselves the plant. Deep Cross now. How do they opt to approach this retake? We've got a few players now trying to push in towards Temple. Cyclone holding on the off angle. It's a beautiful double from Cyclone. Clyde now trying to pick up the pieces on the scattered round. Wicked Gaming still fighting the fight. Cyclone will finally fall. Clyde Daymake now to try and walk it up here against 4 of Wicked, and they're not letting them in. They're shutting the door behind them. Daymake will be able to trade one out on the Hattie God, but that's really all they're going to find.
More importantly, we're seeing Deep Cross Gaming playing very passively towards that A site. They're not over-aggressing. They're not showing too much. We've only got Daymake hiding in through Donut. And with Util hitting that A site now, mollies will go deep. Smokes will go up, you'd imagine, at some point. But Daymake sprays down 3! They all line up for the IGL, and he knocks them down 1 at a time. It'll be a 5v2 now.
As we'll see Wicked Gaming try to pick up the pieces here. Sanzu will be caught on the cross there. Fired up, finds it. It's Crazy Gamer able to find Daymake too. So all the heroics have gone awry as that bomb will be looked to attempt to plant here for Wicked Gaming. A little bit more in the open now towards the backside of the box here. Nobody can spot the player for the moment. Clyde's still hiding. Donut. Spray comes on towards the site. Player Crazy Gamer finally traded out. Fired up now. 1 versus 2. Wisely over towards main. Player towards Donut, and he can't clear out either of them. Wisely will find the shot. Back that aggression and play a little bit more cool, calm, and collected. And we'll see already the dink on the fired up there onto Donut. Deep cross finding that early pick, and they're looking for a little bit more. Crazy Gamer though tapping away with a triple. And looking for Daymake as well. Will be taken though by waste of ammo. Deep cross are able to walk up to Volta, trade it out. Daymake now under fire, under threat. Will be able to trade 2 for his own. Down to the 1 versus 1. It's Daymake versus Cyclone.
Daymake just can't get that one tap. You can't let that happen, Cyclone. A pistol yet again taken. As we'll start to see the A site now coming into play a little bit here as Crazy Gamer can't quite hold them back as the A anchor, but Defaulter gets his first. Is there a second on the cards? No, there isn't. Daymake will at least get the kill. Plant will at least come soon to follow. A missed molly in towards Temple does allow Fired Up a little bit of a cheeky line, and the AWP will end up getting the kill. All of a sudden, the man advantage for Wicked Gaming. Fired Up, steps into the molly, down to 14 points of health. Will it be the double swing? It doesn't matter because Daymake takes his head clean off. It all falls to Hattie God, finding the first to keep Wicked Gaming alive. He falls! And the waste of ammo comes up big as a 13-5 scoreline. Sees Crocs being able to 2-0.